Shalom. This is Brother Tazabah from the GMS Atlanta camp. I'm going to start out by giving all glory and infinite praises unto Yahawah, Sham, Yahawashi, Sham, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that teach us this truth and that rule well. Salutation to the Akim that are pushing, fervent, in faith and in sincerity on the highways and byways, week in and week out, in season and out of season. Shalom. I wanted to come real quick, just because, it was the brother had put it in the group or whatever. I thought this would, every brother, would probably, could benefit from this in some facet. The ancient Israelite cuisine. And even before I even go into that, I wanted to pull a precept because, that's what we're here for. It's about the scriptures. This is Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 16. It says, "Thus saith Yahawah Sham Yahawashi, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way and walk therein? And ye shall find your rest for your souls." But they said we would not walk therein. But the point is, how do you ask for the old paths and where is the good way? And how do you walk therein? It's by moving by the scriptures. And how do you ask? It's by reading the scriptures and allowing Yahawah Sham Yahawashi having that mercy to allow, the Holy Spirit to descend and, brothers to be, increased through the Spirit or whatever. So it's the scriptures, man. That's how you ask for the old paths and find the good way, man. And to walk, and then the scriptures show you how to walk therein. So, I'm gonna go back over into the cuisine. So yeah, obviously it's based off the scriptures, and this is the Israelite cuisine is the scriptures let us know how we used to get down when it came to our eating habits and our diets, man. It says, you got to pick the meat from the bones when dealing with Esau, because Esau like to throw a lot of little shit as if though like we was, of course, you had Jake, these wicked ass Israelites moving in the off ass spirits or whatever, partaking in abominable foods. But, this is us, man, for brothers in the truth that's in the faith. And I'm going to start a little bit within. It says the dietary staples were bread, wine, and olive oils, but also included lumix, I can't pronounce that word, fruits and vegetables, dairy products, fish, and meats. And I wanted to go into this real quick because, I know certain brothers, suffer, or really all Israelites are really lactose intolerant, man. And I'm going to jump down because brothers can actually go to this, just type this in or whatever, and they can go do the reading for themselves. I just wanted to make this real quick. The Israelites drank goat and sheep's milks when it was available in the spring and summer, and ate butter and cheese. Figs and grapes were the fruits most common eaten, while dates, pomegranate, and other fruits and nuts were eaten more occasionally. Wine was the most popular beverage, and sometimes other fermented beverages were produced. Olives were used primarily for their oils. Meats, usually goat and mutton, were eaten rarely and observed for special occasions such as celebrations, festive meals, and sacrificial feasts. Game, birds, eggs, and fish were also eaten depending on availability. So it goes on to tell, how well, brothers can read it, that it was based off conditions, climatic conditions, what made, the harvest and everything ripes. But it goes into, it said, thus grapes were made into raisins and wines, olives were made into oils, figs and beans and lentils were dried, and grains were stored for use throughout the year. The diet was essentially vegetarian. A typical daily meal is illustrated by that's it. And it says bread, wines, roasted grains, raisins, and fig cakes. So our diet really being vegetarian it was more plant-based. And that's why, we got a lot of ailments or whatever, because Jake is taking on the custom of these heathens for his everything being with meat. Every meal has to be with meat. If the meal is based off around the meat, when really the meat is literally just it's basically just a sidekick to the vegetables in our dietary makeup. Like how we got down, it was on like meat was ate on special occasions and everything, but for the most part, we ate vegetables, man. So and I can say just for myself or whatever, eating these vegetables, like I've literally cut out the meat or whatever, and I've had the flu. And I've actually I haven't been bedridden or anything because I've literally just been, staying in the scriptures and taking in nothing but vegetables and eating a couple of fruits here and there or whatever. But I ain't, sickly as folks would perceive to be or whatever. Like I'm not sickly, I'm up, I'm moving, I got energy or whatever. It's just the aches and the pains that that comes along with the flu or whatever. But brothers can actually go look this up for themselves, man. Just type in the Israelite cuisine or whatever, and brothers can do their diligent reading themselves. But I just wanted to come real quick or whatever, and just hopefully brothers can actually get something out of this, and and move forward and better our diets, man, because we're getting closer to the end, and we're getting back on that straight and narrow to serve Yahawashi, Yahawashi. And then part of that, we gotta get these bodies, these vessels, these temples that Yahawashi, Yahawashi put us in for the time being. We gotta make sure we keep up the maintenance on this. But hopefully brothers take good heed to this or whatever and get something out of this. Until the next time, Shalom.